Agent Smith, I feel super bad about that joke I was playing on you. Here, have a tingleen. It was all a ruse! Ha 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 ha! Welcome back to freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupeeland. Previously, we constructed one of the springs in this area already, and we got a few more started as well. Ah, he got on. I guess that joke has run its course by now. I also figured out why this thing did not do anything for me. I was clicking on the wrong spot. You click on the home plate, and it's a grand slam of rupees! Excellent! It also calls an antlion. That's just great. It's great that antlion's there. I also forgot another thing, too. Alright, I'm not intentionally leaving Agent Smith behind anymore. I'm just doing it because I just don't want to wait for him to board. He'll get on it sooner or later. I have to head all the way back to where we got the fresh spring herb. Where we fought that monkey dude and threw bombs at him. Because I forgot there was a temple around there. And case in point, you cannot run over a camel with a Z-Fairy. Yeah, I forgot about this temple right here. Just above where we got the local specialty. It's the spring leaf orb. I would have felt foolish trying to start up the spring leaf spring without having that orb. Because that's not how fountains work. Not in the least. Neither do springs. Spring fountains. You know them. Also, I think I should refuel. I should be very careful with my fuel because I could very, very quickly lose my Z-Fairy that I worked so hard to buy off of that vending machine. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I left something behind back at the yellow spring because I was busy trying to come over here and mark the red spring right away. Actually, I left a few things over here, but the more important one is right here. Another shrine. As we were told by that guy that's waiting to see the fairies, there's orbs on every one of these shrines, and we gotta make sure we visit them all. Ah, that's just great. Yes, I know, I understand, you are an antlion, that's great. This antlion is gonna be a problem, because I need to dig up the orb in this area. I'm pretty sure I haven't done it yet. Do I even have this orb? I need to check now. It's gonna bug me. Nope, it happens to be the blue orb, too. So I am going to have to dig around in here until I find it, and this thing simply won't leave me alone. It upsets me. Why does it have to do that? It'll be back in 30 seconds, I guarantee it. Oh, even shorter than that. Or maybe not at all, because I got the fresh water orb. Great. I like how they're in arbitrary spots, and they're not even in the exact center of the shrine where they should be. Now I could find a different sort of orb. An orb that everybody still loves. So much so they already have it marked on the map. Someone's marking this map, and it's not me. How am I going to make a profit off that? Like this, apparently. Ah, great, he's back again. No, you can't have those rupees. Jeez. Even the antlions are rupee obsessed. I don't like it. I don't like it. Garden orb, why are you on a pedestal? I mean, it's obvious. You are the coolest thing here, but it made you very hard to click, and I got attacked by antlions. I hope you're happy. Nah, I don't want to go this way. In fact, I should set up one of these springs to refuel my Z-Fairy. Like the yellow spring over here. Might as well, it's already right here. And I think no, I don't have the last part for it. I need to go get the herb first. Which is actually all the way south. If we keep heading south, it looks like there's a lake nearby. Which isn't a lake at all, because you know the deserts. They like to dry out all lakes. Also, did you hear? I didn't even know that was possible for him to shoot at me. But remember those enemies from Link to the Past that jump out of the ground and they're giant worms? Well, same idea here, except he has a very weird face. All you do is collide with him as he's entering. And you can get the ochre herb. Now I could activate that yellow spring. And we also have a landmark right here. Of course, without any lakes, the boats kind of fell into disrepair. And it doesn't really spew any items. I've been clicking all over this thing lately, and nothing's come out of it. I thought it would be like another baseball park thing where I just wasn't clicking in the right spot, but apparently I'm mistaken. I don't have any of the red parts, so I gotta go and construct the yellow spring. I need one at least to the east, where I don't have to go all the way back to the Z-Fairy vending machine to deal with it. In fact, I should park this thing right on top. So when I jump right back in it, I don't have to worry about refueling it in the proper position. There you go. Another spring completed. Which fairy could this be? It said ochre, and I don't know what ochre element is. So we're doing these completely out of order, and I don't really care. Now it's his turn! It's the below standard Earth Fairy! He really let himself go. Indeed. At least he's happy to be here. I'll be here Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. He's the stand-up fairy with lots of rupees. Alright, now that we're fully filled up, we can go other places. In fact, I think we're done the middle right side already. So, all we have is the far right. I'm going to start at the top, because eventually I'm going to have to lose my Z Fairy, because I have to go somewhere. So I might as well just start from the top and work our way there. This looks like a dried out lake bed that might be important, but it really isn't. The only thing that has in it is a ladder that takes you from the last area in the game to this area here. So it's completely pointless to us because I have a Tingle balloon. It's like I haven't been really using these bridges I've been paying for. But at least we got the blazing orb. No, we got all the orbs in the area. That's great. Yeah, I hear you, Antlion. It's just great. Antlion's back. Leave your comments about the Antlion. Now, this looks like there will be a puzzle involved, but the blazing orb is right there. All it does is just sits there. It was just waiting. There's no puzzle involved. You just collect it. The fairies got bored, okay? Also, this thing. Another landmark. I don't think it spews items. I'm going to click on it after I'm done here. Nope, I'm clicking all over that thing. The only thing it does is attract those monkey Gorons, which I have to stun with bombs. I'm going to have to farm them for bananas later. Well, that was a fun area. I hope you enjoyed it. Because we're at this area now. There's going to be these, pardon the phrase, weathercocks. That happen to be called the Blue Chicken. And it seems to be pointing at something. And it's rather stubborn about doing so, but at least it spews explosive claws. Same with this one. I bet that's the red chicken. I gotta mark all of these on my map now, though. It's kind of like the statues. It's gonna take a while. They give me an item, and I have to mark them. This one seems to be pointing over in this direction somewhere. Luckily, we could triangulate using the green chicken. Put you on my map to make sure that people know where the item is that I'm about to take. They know where it was, and they'll know who did it because I'm going to autograph this. Antlion's back. Hi, Antlion. Yeah, that's great. That's good. Antlion wanted his presence known. He wanted to let you know that he had a face. And there's pink horses in this area, too. They're worth 150 rupees. There we go, the spring leaf cube. Now we got... I think we got everything. I think we have all the items. Let me take a look. Let's see, we got all the greens. I already got the red herbs, so I got all the reds and all the blues. Okay, we're done. All I have to do is my special little side quest thing. I haven't seen Duke or Judge in a while, and obviously this continent will have bridges too, right? Well, I didn't go there, but these bridges happen to be underground, so that's why I saved this place for last. We're gonna see Duke and or Judge again. Underground. Welcome to the Underground Bridge Expressway. Well, that ain't Duke or Judge, but it must be their older brother. A real man, because he wears pink. Yeah, I actually have. I gave them plenty of rupees. I bet you want some too. Come again? I'm just gonna ignore that you said that. Yeah, you totally look like a girl. You're so beautiful. I feel disturbed now. Thank you. I thought this game couldn't get any weirder, but now we have Duco. And Duco wants 5,555 rupees to repair this bridge back to Mount Desma. Oh my goodness, even the voice changes. But at least she built that bridge pretty good. You know what? It doesn't matter about the gender roles in society. Do what you want. Aim for your dreams, just like Duco. Yeah, he kinda is, but at least he's a little bit better than Duke. I don't know why, it's just, I guess it's his white bikini suspenders that I like so much. They're all competing to win their love and respect of their father. But she ain't gonna let them win. You showed them the power of girl power. I don't know why, but the awesome stuff that happens with Duke and Judge just doesn't work when Duco is involved. In fact, why do they even call her Duco? They should have called her Duca. That would have been better. There would have been more evidence to the fact that she is a girl instead of a guy. Because Duco sounds like a male name. Fortunately, I lost my Z-Fairy once again, but we still got some stuff around here anyway. Like this thing. The dried up water wheel. And I think that's everything. Yeah! So, we'll be seeing this 2 more times. And then we're all done with the mapping forever. And I haven't mentioned it before, but whenever you see these wetlands on the map, you could dig up high-class rice here. I wonder if this thing spews anything. Yeah, it spews up an antlion and a whole bunch of bones. That poor fellow died trying to pick a pretty flower. Okay, the bad part is that I have to walk back to a Z-Fairy because I'm not gonna do all these springs without a Z-Fairy. I'll be right back. It's pretty much just a convenience thing getting the Z-Fairy now. We don't really need it to ride around on anymore. But it's better than walking across the desert messing with antlion. I guess we might as well just start over here since it's close by and I already have a few items thrown into it already. Let's finish off this red spring. Unfortunately, we have to see this cutscene every single time Tingle needs to throw things in there. Alright, now you fill up with water. With a drinking glass sound. I bet I know how the Dolby artist got a hold of that one. It's the one and only Grade F Magma Fairy. He's not exactly great at his job. Instead of growing things, he sets them on fire. Oh well, he thinks he's a superhero. And he has tons of rupees, so what do I care? And fortunately, every time I activate one of these springs, I get a free fill-up spot. I guess I'm too full for that fill-up spot, whatever. Let's go and activate the green one. I know it seems a little pointless, but they each have their own fun things to say, and I guess you would appreciate seeing them. Just in case you aren't going to play the game yourself, you monster. Alright, the green spring! Now, this is going to take 1,000 hours. The Grand Fairy really owes me a ton of rupees for all this. My bill is going to be astronomical. I think I've used that joke a couple times already. Can we have a skip button? Thank you. I would like one. Especially for this. I get it that I have one spring left. You don't have to show me. Yep, this is your wake-up call. You happen to be the meh Leaf Fairy. He'd be way better at his job, but he let his lineage go to his head. Now all we have left is the Blue Fairy. So, I have absolutely nothing to talk about. Oh wait, yes I do. There's something going on down here. If you go along this area, you'll see a whole bunch of skulls. And also a guy that looks like he escaped from the second continent. Yeah, he knows about the antlions that want to steal my rupees. By the way, where's the gooey swamp? From the looks of it, he just ate his fellow archaeologists. That's a little upsetting. That's what you have to do in the desert to survive. You have to eat archaeologists. Alright, that happens to be the black. I want the blue one. The blue one is last. I arbitrarily picked them out of order. Alright, one last time for the Gipper. That's right, and I don't like my unbalanced rupees, thank you. That's why it turned into a desert. Well, at least the what was it, this freshwater spring fairy is kind of on the ball with everything. I heard you like water filling, so we filled water 4 times in this video. Now the Grand Fairy could come out of her spring. Here he comes, the not-so-great Aqua Fairy. Yeah, this isn't good. There's no water here. I need to make it an ocean. By the way, here's an ocean of rupees. There you go. Mission accomplished. Now I could go and shake down the Grand Fairy. I wonder what the difference is between great and grand. Did they simply just not want to use the Great Fairy? Is that one thing Miyamoto did not sign off on? He said, okay, you can make a Tingle game, but you can't use the Great Fairy. She's my favorite. Oh, we don't need to refill the Z Fairy anymore. There's absolutely nothing to do here now except maybe farm some triangle chips. It's time to revive the Grand Fairy. The Metal Fairy. The Aqua Fairy. The Leaf Fairy. The Earth Fairy. And the Magma Fairy. Hey, wait a second. Those are the Super Rupees, too. I just realized that. They're the same elements that the Super Rupees are made out of. With their powers combined, she is the Great Fairy. Or the Grand Fairy. Yeah, that one, too. You're very welcome. Now she's going to show us the true path. But she's going to take away all of our fatigue first. What fatigue? I'm not tired at all. I don't run on heart power, I run on rupee power, thank you very much. You owe me 65,000 rupees. Fill her up. Now that my wallet is completely relaxed, now we can talk. Yeah, she happens to know Tingle's true name too. The evil power of rupees is flooding the world. We heard this from a shaman. I wonder why she waited until this long to tell us about it. The dark force is all over the place. It's kind of like Gigas now. Wild animals are becoming evil. People are becoming greedy and hostile. The rupee power has been disturbed, and I don't like my rupees imbalanced. That'll deprecate the value. Who is behind it? He hasn't revealed himself. We all have the ultimate force of good already. I guess all we can do is trust in the good power of rupees to lead us to our true destiny. And the final area. Once I give them enough to Uncle Rupee, of course. So not only do I have to collect Uncle Rupee some rupees, I also have to collect rupees for good rupee power. Goes to show you that the world really does revolve around money. See you later, Grand Fairy. That was a great chat. I still don't know who the antagonist is, though. Oh well. I guess we should head back to town and do some things, but I'll wait until next time. Good night, folks.